folks, welcome back to the channel, back to the workshop. Today's little item is a lump of Leylandii. It's marginally damp. I haven't checked it with a meter, but it's a reasonably good chunk. It's about 8 inches in diameter by, I don't know, probably about 8 or 9 inches long. It's part of the trunk of a tree which was took down 12 months ago, so it's not really had a long time to dry out, but I'm itching to do a bit of turning, so that's what I'm going to turn. I'll show you the bit of wood in a minute. It's going to be a bowl, and I shall be starting with bowl gouges basically and see how we get on. I'll show you the bit of wood first. Right, here we go. As I say, it's about, I don't know, actually probably 6 or 7 inches diameter, 8 inches or so in length. It's got a bit of a branchy thing there and another branchy thing there. The bark is loose, so that's going to come flying off while I'm turning it, obviously. Which is to be expected. I suppose I should just take all the loose stuff off first, but hey. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to make a start doing something with it. Right, I'll start with a 1/2 inch bowl gouge, and we'll see how fast we can spin it. Just over 500, so not too bad actually. Okay. Still not decided on the actual final shape. I'm just sort of trying to define a shape at the moment. That's sort of quite bowl-like there, isn't it? No, I didn't have the camera switched on for most of that, but still, never mind. I've gone back to the pedestal idea, pedestal bowl idea. And I think I'm just going to take a little bit more of this away as well. And then I might give it a rough sand, but I might just turn it around, turn the inside and leave it for a couple of days to dry out and then sand it. We'll see. very difficult wood to machine really cleanly on the end grain, because it's got such a big open grain. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it just like that, and I'm going to flip it round. I'm going to mark where I need to cut for the tenon. Flip it round and start on the other side basically. Right. I'm actually quite liking that shape for some strange reason, even with that big chunk missing. Alright, well that's the process for a minute or two. I need to go a bit deeper there, otherwise I'm going to end up with half the void missing. I'll get back to you yeah, later. Right, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. In fact, I can probably go another inch and a half at least, and then I'll leave it a bit to dry down, or dry out, dry down, dry out, whatever. Right, it's still obviously quite chunky. I've got to be a bit careful here, it's very thin there. But from this point on, oh, you can't see where I'm pointing. But from this point here, it does get quite chunky. I can probably go another probably go another ½ inch down there in depth, and then I can hack out some more, get some undercut, but I've got to be very, very careful just here. I'm going to leave that to dry for a while. So I shall get back to you when I'm ready to finish her off. Right, do a bit more hollowing out. I've decided at long last to use the outboard turning facility. I don't know why I haven't used it before, but I'm using it now. Well, I think that'll do for the depth. Right, that'll do. Yeah, it's just all down to sanding from now on. I'll get back to you when I attempt a bit of that. Right, we're up to sanding. I'll give you a quick insight as to what I'm doing. But that'll be it, because obviously you probably don't want to watch sanding as much as I don't want to do it, but still. I'm in reverse at the moment, and I'm going to use an 80 grit, there you go, an 80 grit disc. See what happens. Well, that's pretty much it for the next half an hour or so, so I'm not going to put you through that. But I shall do the same on the outside. Yeah. Right, I'll get back to you and I'm about to put a finish on. Right, it's finishing is a bit of a pain in the backside at the moment, so what I'm going to do, I've finished it to 180 at the moment. And what I'm going to do is put some sanding sealer on it and try and stiffen some of the grain fibres up. Because no matter what sort of grit I use, it causing more of a mess than doing good. So get a couple of coats of sealer on it. And then start the process again. Yeah, I probably need 3 or 4 coats of that actually. Right, let that flash off for a while. Put another couple of coats on. And then see if we can do a bit more sanding. I've done more sanding on this piece than I've done on all the pieces I did last year, I think. So it's got to, I mean, it's a cheap nasty piece of wood, it's not exactly highbrow or anything, so I've done enough, and I'm now going to put a coat of wood wax 22 on it, and then I'm going to try and sort the inside out. Never known anything finish so poorly. I mean, I've turned loads of this stuff as well, and it's all turned out 100 times better than this. Don't know why. It's a relatively dry piece of wood. The sanding regime of going through the grits is no different to what it would be ordinarily or normally. That scratches, lines, no tool marks, but marks on the sandpaper. An absolute pain it's been. Anyway, it's polished up okay, which is, I mean, it always does with Woodworks 22. But as I say, I can't give much for the finish underneath it. Oh well. I'm sure Mrs. Twirler will make good use of it somewhere along the line. Right, now what I've got to do is do some a lot more sanding on the inside, because it's very rough on the end grain sections there, and put some finish in there. I'm going to swing it back and get it in line first before I do that. Back to you in a bit. Right, I'm just going to trim the foot up a little bit and take the majority of that tenon away. That'll be it. Right, I'll go and give that a quick toodle up, stick some sanding sealer on it, and stick it on the old Lazy Susan and show you the finished article. Right folks, there we have it. That is basically the unfinishable finished bowl. quite like this shape, etc., and the way it's turned out. It's, as I say, it's just the finish. I just couldn't spend any more time on it, basically. But, you know, some's like that, some's aren't like it. That's the inside there. So that's sort of an Etruscan or Etruscan style bowl. That's sort of a natural edge. That's a chainsaw edge. So it's yeah, it's pretty much as it came off the tree, apart from the outside shape and the inside shape and the wood wax 22 and all the other work that went into it. Right, that's it for this one. Great big thank you to all of my subscribers, both the old ones and the new ones. I just hope I can keep churning out stuff like this and keep you interested. Though apparently, according to some person, I can put a glass eye to sleep. So, hey ho. Righto guys, thanks very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye.